You know what I really hate? The purposeful destruction of one's own property, or other people's property, obviously, but doing it to yourself is just like extra levels of unhinged cringe. This is a gaming series, so what I'm talking about are the classics, like throwing or smashing your controller, or ruining a disc of a game that pissed you off. But recently I've also noticed this trend of very prominent streamers who don't deserve an audience trashing their own setups, whether they get so mad that they just start smashing shit like an underdeveloped toddler, or they do it as some kind of stupid celebration ritual like diving headfirst into their setup or breaking things as a sub goal. These people are freaks. The context may change, but the cringe stays the same. At the risk of sounding poor, it's just very annoying watching perfectly good technology and equipment that was painstakingly assembled get destroyed by 20-year-old man-children who are strung out on attention. I could have used that monitor, or that microphone, or that controller, and treated it with care like we were taught to do with objects when we were 3. Watching streamers with thousands of viewers either gleefully or shamelessly wreck their own shit just makes me feel like I'm not watching a civilized person, but some tribal unga bunga ceremony where the audience is dancing around a campfire naked while the chieftain prepares a human sacrifice. Who the fuck watches a dude jump into his own desk like, hell yeah? Who is watching a dude get so mad at a game or a heckler on voice chat that you can see him internally prime his body for eruption in the seconds before it happens? If you can't get mad without breaking shit, you are mentally 5 years old, and it's pathetic. And if knowing that thousands of people are watching isn't enough of a deterrent to get you to rein in your emotions, you need professional fucking help. I used to be one of the biggest ragers on the planet. When I was in middle school, I got so mad losing a game of Mario Party 7 against the hardest difficulty CPUs that I took the disc out of the GameCube and cut it into pieces with scissors. In this case, for me, this is better than throwing a controller, because I never had the urge to play that game ever again anyway, so I didn't miss anything. Even the me back then didn't throw controllers, because controllers are the vehicle that allows you to play any game. Pissed at a game? Swear off the game. But that controller is your ticket to happiness and relaxation elsewhere, and they're getting ever more expensive to replace. I don't need to break controllers. They crap out after a year anyway because they're so shoddily made these days. Tell me why the Nintendo Switch Pro controller is more durable than the PS5 or Xbox Series X ones, because I've gone through 2 of those in the last 5 years and 6 of the rest, and I spend a comparable amount of time on each system. How about you stop giving me flashing lights and haptic feedback that neuter battery life, and we go back to controllers that don't need to be charged every single day and aren't at high risk of catching stick drift? These days, I can still get mad at games. I'll even get testy on stream sometimes if I'm playing Smash. Generally, that's the game that does me in. So I might trash talk or say things out of anger, but I would absolutely never break anything, especially in public. Like, how are you not deeply psychologically embarrassed for yourself that you can't even properly channel your emotional response towards the thing that actually made you upset? Controllers are innocent bystanders most of the time. Now, sometimes it is 100% their fault, and if a controller's shot anyway, then it's no big loss to break it, but I still just think that's cringe. The other side of the coin is breaking stuff when you win something. I think there's a lot more arrogance associated with that. The people who do this absolutely think they're fucking rock stars, smashing their guitars on stage during a concert. Another thing that I think is unbelievably, pointlessly stupid. I know you make millions of dollars a tour, but the instruments that carried you to that success deserve your goddamn respect. As far as gamers go, whether you won a tournament or reached a sub goal, I don't care if you stopped 9/11. Breaking shit in a fit of adrenaline-pumped ecstasy just shows a complete lack of self-control and honestly ruins the hype as a spectator. If a 30-year-old man wins a tournament match and throws a chair, it's like, oh, I guess I was rooting for a kid with no impulse control. I'm not name-dropping anyone because I want this to apply as broadly as possible. Fill in the blanks with whatever recent examples of any of this you feel like. Part of it does come down to just being infuriated by watching people who have an excess of money waste it so vigorously. It's one thing to be rich and blow it all on things that will at least give you some fun in the short term, like expensive cars, VIP shit, gambling, top shelf booze, gold digging girlfriends, etc. It's another thing to just disrespect the idea of money itself by expending it to gain nothing. If you're burning cash, like literally lighting it on fire anywhere outside of the apocalypse, you deserve to be in one. Other people waste it by using it to replace stuff they never should have broken. Sure, I'll smash my controller to bits. I have money, I'll just buy another one. If you're ever to the point where you can afford to thoughtlessly delete your own money, that's when maybe you should look into some charities or buy your friends and family gifts, or at least do something to where somebody's life is enriched by your enrichment. I myself am decidedly not rich. Ever since my Elden Ring boss ranking petered out like a year ago, if you have a minimum wage job, you probably make more money than me. So yeah, call it textbook poor guy hates rich guy mentality if you want. But I've yet to hear a good defense for why it's actually so based when people with money just erase their own money as a flex. You're just a fucking dope who doesn't deserve deserve the financial security. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe. Watch all my other videos while wasting your money, and I'll see you guys next time.